Hello, my cherished elders, my treasured generation. Let's talk, just us. You know, we've lived a life seeing things, felt things, and we know a little something about how life can sometimes feel like a heavy cloak, doesn't it? Now, you have a choice, a very important one. You can either be the captain of your own thoughts or let those thoughts steer you off course. How many times have you looked at that reflection, maybe seen a few more lines, a few more years, and thought, oh, this is too much. I don't have the strength anymore. We've all been there. We've felt the weight of life pressing down like a gentle, or sometimes not so gentle, reminder of time's passage. But let me tell you something, dears. The real battle, the true test, isn't in these bodies of ours that have carried us so far. It's up here in our minds. If we don't keep our minds sharp, if we don't nurture them, they can become fragile, and we'll stumble every time life sends a little gust or a big storm our way. The distinction between those who find joy and contentment in their later years and those who struggle, it isn't about the cards you were dealt. It isn't about luck. It's about that inner fortitude, that mental resilience. And tonight, I want to share with you how to cultivate that, how to train your mind to navigate anything life presents. Don't just hear my words, feel them, let them sink in, because this could truly shift your perspective. That mind of yours, it's the very arena where every triumph and every setback begins. It matters little how robust your physical health is, how abundant your resources, if your mind is wavering. Because when life gives you a little nudge or a big push, it won't be those things that pull you back up. Think about those individuals we've admired, those who've overcome immense challenges, who've risen from humble beginnings to achieve remarkable things. They share one common thread, an unwavering mind, a spirit that refuses to be broken. You could strip away their possessions, remove their comforts, test them in the fire, and they would rise again and again, not because they were given some extraordinary gift, but because they trained their minds to be steadfast. Your mind is your most powerful ally or your most formidable adversary. It's either working for you or against you. And the most unsettling thing is that many of us, carrying around a weak mind their entire lives, they let their thoughts steer them instead of taking the wheel themselves. They allow fear to call the shots rather than staring it in the face and moving forward anyway. They've surrendered to doubt, insecurity, and hesitation, convincing themselves this is just how life is. But let me tell you something, life doesn't decide that for you. Every thought you entertain is molding your reality. Every time you tell yourself, I can't, your brain is listening. Every time you think this is too hard, your body follows suit. And every time you let negativity roam freely in your mind, it plants roots. Deep, stubborn roots, until it becomes the lens through which you see the world. Every time you feel pain, every time you face adversity, you are given a choice to break down or to break through. And those who choose to push forward despite the pain are the ones who emerge on the other side stronger, sharper, and more powerful than before. You see, pain doesn't last forever. No matter how heavy it feels in the moment, no matter how much it burns, no matter how deeply it cuts, it will fade. But the strength you build from enduring it, the lessons you learn from overcoming it, those stay with you forever. That's why the greatest people in history, the ones who built legacies that stand the test of time, didn't run from pain. They embraced it. They understood that every hardship, every setback, every difficult moment was an opportunity to grow. They didn't let pain define them. They used it as fuel. The problem is, most people only see the suffering. They don't see the strength being forged beneath the surface. When they go through struggle, they focus only on the discomfort, the exhaustion, the frustration. They don't realize that every moment of hardship is like a rep for the mind. Just as lifting weights builds muscle, enduring pain builds power. And that power, my friends, is what separates the strong from the weak, the winners from the losers. It's not about avoiding pain. It's about learning to use it. The ones who truly succeed in life are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who got knocked down and stood back up. They are the ones who faced rejection, failure, heartbreak, and kept going. They are the ones who trained their minds to see pain not as a punishment, but as preparation. Because every challenge you overcome makes the next one a little lighter. Every storm you weather makes you stronger for the next battle. So when life nudges you or even shoves you, when you feel like you can't go on, when the aches and the weariness feel unbearable, remind yourself, this is fleeting, this will pass. But what you build in this moment, the resilience, the discipline, the inner power, that will stay with you. Pain is a teacher. It will show you who you truly are. And if you choose to persevere, if you refuse to be broken, you will emerge stronger than you ever imagined. Don't shy away from the challenges. Stand in them, face them, let them mold you. Because one day when you look back on your life, you won't remember the discomfort. You won't remember the struggle. You will only remember that you endured, that you overcame, and that because of it, you became unstoppable. Pain is temporary, but the power it builds within you, the discipline over your emotions, that is the difference between those who find contentment and those who don't. Too many people at any age move through life swayed by how they feel in the moment. If they feel motivated, they work hard. If they feel tired, they give up early. If they feel discouraged, they walk away. But emotions, my dears, are like shifting sands. They change like the weather. One day you're fired up, ready to embrace the world. The next day, you don't even feel like getting out of bed. If you rely on motivation, if you rely on your emotions to guide you, you will always be inconsistent, and inconsistency leads to disappointment. The truth is, those who truly find peace and strength in their later years don't wait to feel good before they take action. They take action regardless of how they feel. They don't ask themselves, do I feel like doing this today? They just do it because they understand that progress at any age is built through discipline, not fleeting desire. Think about an athlete training for a competition. They don't skip practice just because they feel a little weary. They don't stop walking just because their joints ache. They push through because they know the difference between those who reach their goals and those who don't isn't talent, it's discipline. Discipline means showing up when you don't want to. It means doing the work even when no one is watching. It means staying focused when distractions beckon. There will be days when you don't feel like pushing forward. Days when your mind will try to convince you that you can take it easy, that missing one day won't hurt, that you can always start tomorrow. But the disciplined mind does not negotiate. The disciplined mind does not listen to excuses. The disciplined mind moves forward regardless of how it feels. People who rely on emotions stay trapped in cycles of inconsistency. They start something, they feel excited, they put in effort, but the moment that excitement fades, they stop. They restart, they stop again, over and over, never making real progress. But the disciplined individual, they don't stop. They don't let emotions dictate their actions. They wake up, they persevere, they push forward no matter what. And because of that, they become unstoppable. Every time you face resistance, every time life knocks you down, you are being given a choice. Will you break or will you build? Will you crumble or will you rise? The people who make it to the top, the ones who achieve their dreams, are not the ones who avoided obstacles. They are the ones who looked at every single one and said, this is my chance to get better. Most people don't succeed because the moment things get hard, they stop. They convince themselves it's too much. They let fear win. They let frustration take over. They let doubt control them. But the ones who push through, the ones who refuse to let challenges stop them, they are the ones who create legacies. They don't see failure as the end. They see it as a lesson. They don't see problems as reasons to quit. They see them as steps. You have to train your mind to embrace obstacles. You have to shift your perspective. Instead of seeing a closed door, see an opportunity to find another way in. Instead of seeing rejection, see a chance to improve. Instead of seeing difficulty, see a chance to build strength. Every time you push through something hard, you get better. Every time you refuse to quit, you get tougher. Every time you take on a challenge and win, you prove to yourself that nothing can stop you. So the next time you face a challenge, don't back down, stand tall, look it in the eye, and remind yourself that this is not something meant to destroy you, this is something meant to build you. Because obstacles are not here to stop you, they are here to make you stronger. You either train your mind or the world trains it for you. That's the reality most people never understand. Every single day, Your mind is being shaped by what you see, by what you hear, by what you allow in. If you are not intentional about training it, if you are not in control of what influences you, then the world will do it for you. And the world does not train strong minds, it trains weak ones. It fills your head with doubt, with distractions, with fear, with mediocrity. And if you are not careful, you will wake up one day realizing that your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions were never truly yours. They were programmed into you by everything around you. A strong mind is not built by accident. It is not something you are born with. It is something you create, something you forge through discipline, through effort, through conscious decisions every single day. You have to train your mind like a seasoned elder trains for life's challenges, like a wise soul prepares for the next chapter. You have to sharpen it, strengthen it, challenge it. Because if you don't, it will become weak. And a weak mind will break the moment life gets hard. A weak mind will give in to fear, to doubt, to failure. A weak mind will always look for an escape, for an excuse, for someone else to blame. Look around you. Many people are not in control of their minds. They let distractions dictate their focus. They let emotions dictate their actions. They let opinions dictate their confidence. They are constantly reacting instead of deciding, constantly chasing instead of leading, constantly doubting instead of believing. And the worst part, they don't even realize it because they never took the time to train their minds to be anything different. But you have a choice. You don't have to be like everyone else. You don't have to let the world tell you who you are, what you can do, what you should believe. You can take control. You can decide. You can choose to strengthen your mind every single day. How? By feeding it the right things, by protecting it from negativity, by challenging it to be better. You train your mind by choosing discipline over comfort, by pushing yourself when you don't feel like it, by refusing to let doubt control your actions. The strongest people in this world, the ones who rise above, who achieve greatness, who refuse to settle, they did not get there because they were lucky. They got there because they took control of their minds. They trained themselves to think differently, to move differently, to see failure as fuel. And because of that, they became unstoppable. So ask yourself, are you training your mind, or is the world training it for you? Are you in control, or are you just reacting? Are you building a mind that can handle anything, or are you letting it be shaped by the noise around you? The choice is yours. Train your mind, or be trained by the world. One path leads to strength, the other leads to weakness. Choose wisely. Right now, someone out there is training their mind harder than you. Someone is waking up earlier, pushing through their pain and preparing for the next chapter of their life while you hesitate. But the good news is you can change that today. Starting now, train your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Don't wait for strength, build it. Don't hope for resilience, forge it. Don't pray for an easy life. Become the person who can handle any life. The strongest warriors are not the ones who never fall. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. So what will you do? Stay weak or train your mind and become unstoppable? The choice is yours.